1 mile in. All right, 2. All right, 2.25 miles down. And now I get to walk back to my house. But look at those colors. They're so pretty. Come into play right now. They don't hang out in my yard all the time. They're always greeting me, quacking away. But it's nice to see them. And it breaks up the run, especially when you're going up and down over and over again. It's a little tedious. So seeing where they've been, where they've, with their beaks, it's pretty cool. But yeah, so 2.25, been doing this running plan for about 5 weeks, or I think I'm on my fifth week. And then next week, I'll do my turkey trot. So I'll definitely take you along on that one. It'll be my first official 5K where I'm running, not just like run here and there. I want to actually run it. So this will be a good comparison compared to my last 5K 2 years ago. So yeah, part of my journey of turning into a runner. All right, so I should probably backtrack on where we've been. I haven't really posted much on this channel, and it's simply because, well, we weren't really into it. And that's just being frank. So the kids wanted to do this. They wanted it to be a family thing. And then as soon as we hit play or start, they just kind of, maybe not. This is kind of embarrassing. I don't really feel comfortable. And it's like, okay, we support you in that one. And then my husband and I were like, well, maybe that we could do something like this, and maybe the kids will get back into it, whatever. Because the whole thing was, they wanted to do this. They wanted to come up with the content. They wanted someone to be the videographer, and then they wanted somebody to do the editing. And I was all for it, because what great life skills that is. And I can't tell you, well, I can tell you, I'm in HR, but there's not a ton of times that I need to do stuff like this. But you know what has come in handy since starting this channel? Yeah, the script writing. So in my job, I needed to come up with a fun cartoon Kelly. And I had to come up with all these things, and then I had to do the video editing. And using this platform, I was able to kind of, fumble along through it. So it does come in handy depending on your job. I mean, I never thought in a million years that I'd be doing anything like this. But life got busy. So we just kind of put it on the back burner. I've been doing a ton of other things. So besides working full time, I work remote from my house. I also am in school trying to get my bachelor's degree. I'm 40 years old, and I'm trying to finish out my bachelor's degree in organizational management. All with the preface of trying to move up that career ladder. That is my goal. I'm very competitive. I just have this deep desire to just move forward. I can never be just satisfied in the same role for so many years, which has been close to 9.5 years. Anyways, so doing that, work full-time, school full-time, also focusing on my health, and as well as, being present as a mom and a wife. So we just kind of put this to the side and just kind of took it easy. And we did pick up the camera quite a few times, and we did film a lot of different things. I just haven't edited any of it. I haven't put it together. I just kind of was like, nah, I'm good. I don't know if I really want to tell this story. There wasn't a lot of clips when it makes sense. So I just left it. And then I decided, next year, in 2026, I have some big goals, personal goals that I would like to share with other people. And I have been struggling a long time with my weight, like literally worst cursed genes ever. Thanks, Mom. I love you, but it is what it is. And I've done some very drastic things, all under the guidance of having a healthcare practitioner. So don't worry, it's not on my own. I'm not doing that. What is it? the lemonade diet or some of these other things. We're not doing any of those things, but I have been taking my health very seriously for the last year plus, and recently got into running. So that is where I'm at. I started really running this year because I could handle it. I lost enough weight that I am not dying anymore. My heart rate doesn't skyrocket, and I just can go a little bit. And I started off with not being able to run for very long, like 30 seconds. I did that whole program, to run your first 5K, and I completed that program. Did I run an actual 5K? I did, but not like a race. I just did it on my own, and I did that, and it was wonderful. And I'm pretty sure I just ran up and down my street for that 5K. I will have to go back. It was in July, around 4th of July. So it's been a while. And then I just kept running and doing different programs. I do use Runna, the Runna app, and I've been following their programs. So right now I said, hey, I got this turkey trot I'm going to do on Thanksgiving, and that's going to be my 5K. I had a little less than 5 weeks to do this. So, this was kind of spur of the moment. I'm going to do this 5K. And the great thing is my oldest son, he's going to join me on this one, and I'm so excited. And he's actually super athletic. He plays baseball, so he's going to just take off without me, and it'll be fine. So I'll be basically running by myself. But I made this goal, and then I really liked that feeling of accomplishment. So post run, I'm like, I did it. I can't believe I finished this tough workout. We had to do this tempo. We had to do these rolling things and all this stuff. And I loved it so much. And like I said, I'm very competitive, but it's always against myself. I want to better myself. I want to constantly move forward. And I'm like, okay, once I'm done with this 5K, what's the next thing? And I have to start planning ahead, even though I haven't finished my 5K. I have to keep going. So I was like, next year, I'm going to do a 10K. Yeah, that's going to be my goal. And then after I finish that 10K, I'm going to do a half marathon. And then depending on how I feel after the half marathon, I'm going to do a full marathon, because I think I've lost my freaking mind. Like, I hated running my entire life. I remember back in my elementary school in California, we had to do the 1 mile run. And this teacher, super athletic, really wanted everybody to have their 1 mile in under 10 minutes. I kid you not, I was the only kid in my class that could not do it for the longest time. And of course, everybody's like, oh, Kelly, we missed out on the pizza party or ice cream party because you didn't get 10 minutes. You walked. Yeah, I could not run a mile. I would try, and I just died. Didn't have help that I had asthma, and that was because of living in a smoking household. My lungs were shot. Now I don't have that problem. But back then, it was a serious thing, and I hated running because of it. I eventually did, because basically one of the boys practically pushed me along, so that eased up some of it. But I digress. So not a runner originally, really into running now, just doing it my way, using correct apps, following the plan to a T. And that is so beneficial. And now I lost where I was going. But yeah, so I have all these goals, and I lost my mind in running. I am officially one of those 40-year-old women that's thinking about wearing a running vest and getting these shades and doing all these things. I'm not an influencer. I don't like to think I'm easily influenced. Actually, I'm not. I'm pretty much not. I just think it's funny that I've turned into one of those, and it only caught my attention recently, and I was like, OMG, I'm that person. It's me. It's me. And I just thought it was hilarious. So I'm going to take you along. It's just me for a little while on this channel. Maybe here and there, it'll be the kids and my husband when we have outings. and I will do my best to share more things, but I just wanted to put it out there that my goal for 2026, and mind you, it is November 20th, and I'm telling you this, is to run a 10K and then a half. And then we'll see about that lovely marathon. Because, you know, I live in Mississippi, and depending on training plans, I just don't foresee myself running a marathon in the summer. So if anything, the marathon won't happen until roughly around this time. And they have this Stennis one. It's at the NASA place here. Ooh, it's like my goal. I think I want to do that one, but I might do the half instead. So we'll see. We'll see where I go, because ultimately this is like super long-term goals. I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cool? Because I recently found out this woman, she does, and I don't remember her name, my dietitian was telling me about her, that she runs marathons in every single state. I mean, how cool is that? So now I'm thinking about doing that too. Like I said, I've lost my mind. It's okay. If you need to call help, I understand. I'm here. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm doing okay. And yeah, so I'm just so thankful for, you know, being able to share where I'm at. And I know I don't have a lot of viewers, and really I don't care, because I just want to put it out there publicly of what I'm going to be doing. And I hope you stick around to see where I end up running and running around. All right. Have a good one.